they doubted should be the version they fear now. Yeah.
ID.
The version of you they doubted should be the version they fear now. I turn pressure into focus, pain into ambition. Every loss taught lessons, every scar gave vision. They taught while I worked, that's the difference. I stayed patient, stayed quiet, stayed consistent. Let a mindset colder, heart made a discipline. I don't chase motivation, I move through instinct. Everybody wants results, nobody wants transformation. Nobody wants lonely nights or self-isolation. But greatness costs more than comfort, more than sleep, more than excuses. And we minds fold when life gets ruthless. I adapt to the chaos, that's why I'm dangerous. Built through pain, pressure made me stronger. Move, now the hunger never dies. Now, become impossible to stop. Become impossible to stop. Pressure made me stronger. Pressure made me stronger. Pressure made me stronger. Move, now the hunger never dies. Now, become impossible to stop. I seen fake love, fake loyalty, fake support, fake energy. That's why I move different, trust everything different. The dark changed me, made me aware, made me sharper, made me fearless. Most people panic under pressure, I become calmer. The storm doesn't scare me, I learned how to survive inside it. Every setback became training, every failure became wisdom. Every obstacle became another reason to keep climbing. Why they quit early, I kept evolving.
Silence builds monsters. Discipline creates legends.
Built through pain, pressure made me stronger. Move, now the hunger never dies. Now, become impossible to stop. Become impossible to stop. Now when they see me, they notice the aura, the confidence, the focus, the energy, but they don't understand what created it. Years of pressure, years of sacrifice, years of fighting battles inside my own mind. There were nights I almost quit, moments I felt lost, moments everything felt heavy. But pain either destroys you or rebuilds you, and I chose evolution. I chose discipline. I chose to become someone my old self wouldn't recognize. The strongest people aren't born strong, they're rebuilt after life tries to break them. Everybody wants the final result. Very few survive the process. Another night, another session, mind locked in, pure obsession. When the city sleeps, I'm still active, brilliant the most can't imagine. No shortcuts, no handouts, your fake stories, no chasing clout. Just pressure, discipline, and repetition, turning ambition into a mission. I learned real growth, feels uncomfortable. That's why weak minds avoid the struggle. They want quick success without sacrifice, but nothing legendary comes from an easy life. Trust the process. Daily. I know what it feels like to be underestimated. Watching people doubt you, watching people hate it. But pressure changes people, some fold, some level up, some complain forever. Others become dangerous. I stop needing validation, stop seeking approval. approval. Started building quietly, started moving brutal. Now the aura different, presence happy, mindset coded, energy deadly. The strongest people you remove in silence, because real confidence doesn't need announcements. It shows through action, consistency, and the ability to survive adversity. Just a process. Stay disciplined. Go every step that builds strength. Move every loss builds vision. Now keep evolving daily. Years from now, they'll see the outcome, the confidence, the lifestyle, the success, but it won't see the hidden war behind it, the exhaustion, the self-doubt, the sacrifices. Nobody celebrates the nights you stay focused while everybody else folded. The moments you kept pushing while your mind screams stop. That's where legends are built, not in comfort, not in easy moments, but in isolation, pressure, and discipline repeated so many times it becomes part of your identity. One decision, repeated daily, can change your entire life. The world changes when your mindset changes. Everything else follows after. I used to think success was luck and timing. Now I understand it's pain and grinding. It's staying disciplined when nobody cares. It's staying focused when life unfair. Everybody wants the outcome, nobody wants repetition. Nobody wants sacrifice or tunnel vision, but pressure built me different. I adapted the struggle, turned every setback into another level. Now my aura stronger, mind sharper, energy colder, heart darker. Not evil, just focus, no wasted movement. Everyday calculated towards improvement. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Whoa. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Yo. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Smooth. Pressure creates legends. Now become impossible to ignore. I seen talented people waste potential, destroyed by distraction and weak mental. Too comfortable, too impatient, too addicted to instant gratification. But greatness takes time, consistency and self-control. The ability to stay focused while moving through chaos. That's why I protect my energy, protect my attention, protect my habits like a weapon. Because every action repeated becomes identity, and identity decides your future eventually. Most people wait for motivation to appear. I learned discipline works even through fear. Your habits are voting for the person you'll become. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Go. Stay locked in. Go. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Go. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Move. Pressure creates legends. Now become impossible to ignore. One day people notice the transformation, the confidence, the aura, the presence, but they never fully understand the process behind it. The lonely mornings, the hard decisions, the discipline, the consistency, the moments you stay focused while mentally exhausted. That's what creates greatness. Not motivation, not talent, not luck, but standards. Repeated daily until success starts feeling impossible. It starts feeling inevitable. That's when everything changes. Your mindset, your energy, your future, your entire reality.
say.
Creates a powerful life. The version of you from last year wouldn't survive the mindset you have now. I came too far, the thing's small now. Too many nights, stood tall now. Pressure hit hard, I adapted. Pain hit deep, I mastered it. Everybody wants to go, nobody wants to grind. Nobody wants those nights alone with their mind. Questioning everything, fighting self-doubt. Trying to build a future, why stress weigh it down? But struggle creates instincts, pressure creates awareness. Isolation creates focus, and focus creates greatness. That's why my energy changed, my aura different now. Every move calculated, every action intentional. Blah, 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 lock and mode. Lock and mode. No limit. Built from discipline, not emotion. Built from pressure, not comfort. Now become impossible to break. Lock and mode, no limits. Lock and mode, limits. Built from discipline, not emotion. Lock and mode, no limits. Built from discipline, not emotion. I stopped caring about opinions. Most people project their own limits onto your vision, onto your goals, because your ambition reminds them of everything they never became. That's why I move silent, no need to explain, no need to announce. The work speaks loud, the aura speaks louder. You can feel it when someone suffered and survived it. When someone faced darkness and I grew it. Now my mindset colder, my standards higher, my discipline sharper, my hunger endless.
No excuses, no distractions, no weak energy.
Lock and mode, no limit. Go. Built from discipline, not emotion. Move, built from pressure, not comfort. Now become impossible to break. Lock and mode, limits. Built from discipline, not emotion. 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 One day they'll notice the confidence, the results, the transformation. But they won't understand what created it. The consistency, the sacrifices, the patience, the repetitions. Nobody sees the hidden battles, the moments you kept going while mentally exhausted. The times you stayed focused while life felt chaotic. That's the difference between people who dream and people who evolve. One waits for motivation, the other creates discipline. And discipline changes everything. Your habits, your mindset, your aura, your future. Until one day you wake up and realize you're no longer
The person who started.
lock and mode, limits.
Pressure either breaks you
Or introduces you. Lock and mode, limits.
Pressure either breaks you
Or introduces you to your next level.
Some people talk about changing their life. Others disappear for a while and actually do it.
I started explaining moves, started making them, stop chasing attention, started chasing momentum, not a mindset militant. Focus and discipline, every day another brick, every session another win. I know what pressure feels like, I know what doubt creates, I know what it means to carry heavy weight. Not just in the gym, inside the mind, trying to stay patient while building your life. Most people panic when progress feels slow, that's why most dreams never fully grow. They quit too early, lose faith too fast, not understanding greatness takes time to craft. Move in silence, move in silence,
Move in silence,
move in silence,
move in silence,
move in silence,
move in silence.
move in silence, move in silence. Move, built through focus, built through pain. Move, different energy, different lane. Now become undeniable. self-improvement, watching discipline change my movement, change my posture, change my aura. Now when I walk in, they feel the focus. Not loud, not fake, not seeking validation, just use the pressure, creating transformation. Every lonely night, every sacrifice, every moment I chose purpose over comfort, built another level. Most people fear isolation, I used it as fuel. Most people fear struggle, I used it at school. Now the mindset sharper, heart colder, vision clearer, and the hunger only grows stronger, 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 stronger. The strongest version of you is built when nobody's watching. Moving silent, 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 moving silent. Built through focus, built through pain. Different energy, different lane. Become undeniable. Become undeniable. Become undeniable. Now become undeniable. One day they'll notice the confidence, the discipline, the presence, the aura, but they won't understand what created it. The consistency, the repetition, the self-control, the ability to stay focused when everything around you tries to distract you. That's the real battle, not against other people, against weakness, against laziness, against the old version of yourself. And every day you win that fight, you become harder to stop, harder to break, harder to ignore, until success becomes the only possible outcome. Stay patient. The process is changing you before it changes your life. They laughed at your vision. Now they're watching your results. Yeah. Late night, no sleep. Heart cold, mind deep. Everybody talks, few move. Everybody dreams, few prove. I was down, now I'm locked in. Tunnel vision, no stopping. Pain taught lessons, fit created pressure. Pressure built focus, focus built obsession. I stopped chasing people, started chasing purpose. Started moving silent, started working ruthless. Now the aura different, every D dangerous. They feel a hunger when I walk in, and I walk in. Yo, I stay locked in. Know the stages. Go, build through pressure. Build through pain. Move, different mindset, different lane now. Turn ambition into power, I know what it feels like. To be overlooked, underrated, undervalued, watching everybody else move ahead while you're fighting wars inside your head. But the dark changing people make them colder, make them sharper, make them focus. I start needing validation, stop explaining myself, stop talking about plans and started becoming them. Every rep, every setback, every lonely night built another layer. Most quit early, that's the difference. Most people want results without transformation. No more waiting, no more waiting, no more average, no more average. Damn, I stay locked in. No distractions. Now, build through pressure. Build through pain. Move, different mindset, different lane now. Yeah. I stay locked in. No distractions. Yeah, build through pressure. Build through pain. Move, different mindset, different lane now. Yeah. Now the mindset different, I don't fear pressure, I'd adapt to it, I become better. Every loss turn wisdom, every scar left vision. Now when they see me, they see confidence, but they don't see the nights I almost lost it. The isolation, the discipline, the sacrifices nobody notices, that's what builds greatness. Now motivation, not love, not teleconsistency. Through chaos, through pain, through darkness, till success becomes inevitable. One day they'll ask how you change your life. Tell them pressure did. Yeah.
habits decide your future. Even when nobody notices them yet.
Everybody wants change, few stay patient. Everybody starts hungry, few stay dangerous. I learned early, success moves silent. No loud talking, no fake violence. Just discipline and consistency, building momentum through adversity. I took losses and converted pain into tunnel vision inside my brain. Now the aura stronger, presence colder, mindset evolved. Heart grown older, I don't fear pressure, I learned from it. Every setback became fuel for this. Stay disciplined. Stay disciplined. Keep evolving. Built through sacrifice, not shortcuts. Move. Different mindset, different results. Now turn focus into greatness. Stay disciplined. Stay disciplined. Stay disciplined. Turn focus into greatness. I stopped comparing my life to others. Comparison kills focus, kills hunger. Most people distracted, searching for attention while I'm building habits, creating progression. Every lonely morning, every difficult choice, every moment I ignore the weaker voice. Built another layer of mental strength. That's why I stay calm when pressure intact. The strongest aura comes from surviving storms, not pretending online or wearing designer forms. Real confidence, quiet, real power controlled, like a lion moving silent through the cold.
The hardest battle is against the version of you that wants to stay comfortable.
Stay disciplined, keep evolving. Built through sacrifice, not shortcuts. Move, different mindset, different results. Now, turn focus into greatness. Stay disciplined. Stay disciplined. Go. Stay disciplined. Turn focus into greatness. 1 year from now, your life can change completely. Different mindset, different energy, different standards, different reality. But transformation doesn't happen instantly. It happens daily, quietly, through repetition, through discipline, through choices nobody celebrates at first. That's why most quit before momentum arrives, before confidence develops, before results become visible. But the few who stay focused through boredom, through pressure, through isolation, become unstoppable. Not because life was easy, because they adapted to difficulty until discipline became identity.
Your future self is created by what you repeatedly do when nobody's watching.
You said you wanted greatness, so why are you moving like everybody else? Too much talking, not enough motion. Too much dreaming, no devotion. Everybody wants to cry, nobody wants to pressure, nobody wants cold mornings. Discipline or effort, I've been locked inside the grind. Turn a vision on my mind, every loss be confused, every scar redesign. Stop chasing comfort, started chasing legacy. Now the mindset colder, now the aura heavy. They feel it when I walk in, silence gets louder. Different type of hunger, different type of power. Will not give it up. Pain created discipline, move. Discipline created power. Power creates legends. Power creates legends.
I know darkness, I know pressure, I know failure, I know stress, I know sleepless nights with heavy thoughts. Wondering if the dream worth everything it costs. But weak minds break, strong minds evolve. Every obstacle, another problem solved. I stop blaming luck, stop blaming time, and started understanding results come from grinding. Most people fear sacrifice, that's why they stay average. They want the lifestyle without becoming savage, without becoming focused, without becoming relentless, without surviving chaos and learning how to weaponize it. The world doesn't respect potential. It respects execution.
Built, not given. Pain created discipline. Move, discipline, created power. Power creates legend. Power creates legend. They'll see the outcome, the confidence, the focus, the presence, the aura, but they won't see the nights. You kept going exhausted, the mornings you trained through pain, the isolation, the sacrifices, the self-control. Nobody applauds. To success become visible. That's why real winners move different, silent, calculated, dangerous. Not because life was easy, because pressure turned them into something harder to break.
Everybody wants the spotlight. Very few survive the darkness required to reach it.
Your mindset becomes your reality.
Choose carefully
What you feed it. I came from long nights, overthinking everything, doubting myself, still chasing bigger things. Everybody got opinions, everybody got advice, but nobody feels the pressure living inside your life. I learned silence is a superpower. Move low-key, build for hours. No fake flexing, no fake image, just real work and tunnel vision. Now the energy different, mindset evolve. Pain turn wisdom, pressure resolve. People see confidence, they don't see sacrifice. They don't see lonely nights. Trying to change your life. Change your life. Elevate the mind. Stay in control. Go. Every habit builds destiny. Move. Protect your energy carefully now. Turn focus into power. Go. Elevate the mind. Stay in control. Go. Every habit builds destiny. Move. Protect your energy carefully now. Turn focus into power. Too many people distracted. Too many souls lost, scrolling through life without understanding the cost. Every wasted hour, every wasted year, slowly killing dreams through comfort and fear. But I refuse average, refuse normality. I know deep down there's more inside of me. That's why I train harder, think different, move smarter. Every setback became fueled, every obstacle made me sharper. The strongest aura comes from discipline, not attention, not validation. Not pretending. Real power feels quiet. Real confidence feels calm, like a lion in the shadows, knowing what it becomes.
Protect your focus. Most people lose themselves through distraction.
Elevate the mind. Elevate the mind. Stay in control. Go. Every habit builds destiny. Move. Protect your energy carefully now. Turn focus into power. One day they'll ask how you change your life, how you stay focused, how you survive pressure. But the truth is simple. I stopped running from discomfort. Stop escaping hard work. Stop fearing sacrifice, because growth feels painful. Transformation feels lonely. Discipline feels exhausting before it becomes freedom. And freedom is expensive. Most people never pay the price. That's why most people stay trapped inside the same cycle, while others evolve into something unstoppable. Your future is listening.
To every decision
You make today.